everybody, how's it going? It is a pre-game show here for the games on, what day is it? Matt Carmody just sums it up. Hey all. Yep. Hello everyone. It is Wednesday? Yeah, Wednesday, with 6 games on in the NBA today. So I'm glad to have you guys here. For that, we'll go through everything we need to look at. We'll go through the lineups. We'll talk about news. I'll answer questions. I think you guys know how that all runs at this stage. Just waiting. We don't have any lineups out at this point. The last update of news we got was about Kyle Anderson, where Chris Finch was saying he doesn't know how long Anderson will be out. He's saying it's probably more day-to-day than anything. John Conchar just got ruled out while he was doubtful, so that was always going to be likely. So Johnny Conchar's out. So that's great. We'll see what other nonsense happens with the Grizzlies. At this point, we don't know whether Jordan Goodwin's going to play. I would expect with Conchar out and Kennard out that he will, but we don't know. We don't know about Trey Jemison either. As for Kyle Anderson, he says he doesn't think he'll be out super long, but you never know. I would say that's a few games with a knee sprain. Not going to come back in a game. The Pelicans guys are all in. Zion, CJ, Ingram, and Murphy are all in. So what do we need to wait on here? Anthony Edwards and Rudy Gobert are both questionable. De'Aaron Fox is questionable, but it looks like he's trending towards playing. And then Ivica Zubac's popped up as ill on the injury report. He's questionable. LeBron is questionable. He'll play. And then Anthony Davis and Cam Reddish are both probable, so they'll play too. So the only ones, it's really Fox, Gobert, Edwards, and LeBron. But no, I'm not worried about LeBron. So not LeBron, Zubac's, Fox, Gobert, and Edwards. I think they're all going to be available and ready to play. Good to have you guys here as always. Let's throw the lineup page across as we wait for lineups. We'll see what happens. Does Trey Murphy move back to the bench? I expect he will, with CJ back. So we'll see that one. The Pacers should be similar, or the same lineup, because Aaron Nesmith remains out for them. So you can see those lineups there. Still waiting on something to be confirmed. We might as well, in the meantime, just go and quickly see what we can get with Dribble Game going on. What have we got happening here? LaMarcus Aldridge, Miles Turner. So Aldridge at the Nets. Bruce Brown. Easy. All right, done. So let's get more info. Let's get some lineups out. Come on, guys. Where's the Pelicans lineup? Where's the Pacers? The Mavericks are without Maxi Kleber today, so we'll see what that means for Lafford. There you go, the Lively-Gafford combo. There's Maxi's out with that toe injury, so we'll see what happens with Lively. We'll see what happens with Gafford here, and we'll see if they can get something back. It doesn't mean that it's going to be long-term, but we'll see. Tyler Hero officially questionable tomorrow. Orlando Robinson is probable. So now Nurkic said that he was fine and ready to go. Now they're listing him doubtful. They're listing Brad Beal doubtful as well. So that's huge for Bol Bol. It'd be great if the earlier injury report was accurate, but it's not. Interesting. That's so weird. Beal, doubtful. Nurkic, doubtful. What about Eric Gordon? Any news on that? Very weird. They literally said Nurkic has got a sore ankle, but he's fine. So why is he doubtful? Sick. That's great news. Awesome. So much information. That's fantastic. Okay. I'm still having some doubts on that. But anyway, that's what they put out there. Hello to everybody. How are you all? Is it weird to do a dynasty draft on May the 1st? Yeah, I think it is, yes. Our league also wants to do a rookie draft after it. That's ridiculous. To do a rookie draft before the actual draft is absolutely stupid. How do you decide if someone is a hold if I'd gain more value streaming in the playoffs? Ryan, you're in a points league. This is really easy stuff. Have a look at the guys what the guy averages, right? And then have a look at other guys on the waiver wire. Use whatever that number is times 5. Say that your guy averages 30, the other waiver wire guys average 20. Right? So that means you can get 100 points out of that waiver wire spot by streaming. But if your guy plays 4 games, you get 120. If your guy plays 3 games, you get 100, or you get 90. So 5 games worth of 20 is worth more, and then you're not subjected to the issue of schedule. So yeah, very easy. Was I up for an FSWA award? No, because I'm not a member of the FSWA, so the awards are only given to members. So I was not nominated for one. Is Rui a decent stream for the back-to-back? Yes. When you talk about the Suns' injuries, are you saying you're doubtful of what is reported? Not with Beal, but I am doubtful with what is reported about Nurkic, yes. Well, something's off. They said he's fine, ready to go, and now he's doubtful 10 minutes later. That's what I'm pretty like, that's what I'm doubtful of. But it's huge news for the value of Bol. Massive news. And it will be great to get an update on old mate Eric Gordon as well, which we don't have at this point. Mavericks lineup is the same as usual. Raptors lineup is the same as usual because Jakob Poeltl is available to play. So no differences with either of those lineups. Royce O'Neal's not playing tonight, so don't use him. You can use Rui, though. Cade or Zion rest of season? I think it's Cade. How long do I think Ayton is out? They said day to day. I'm going to say it's at least a week, is my guess, but it's a complete guess. I don't actually know. I'm just trying to figure out this Suns thing and where the hell these minutes are going to come from now. Or who's going to get the extra run. Bol's going to play a lot, I'm guessing. It's great value for Bol there. And yeah, that makes him worthwhile for a stream. Absolutely 100%. And then there's a back-to-back on the weekend. There's no chance Beal is playing both of those. Absolutely zero chance Beal's playing both of the games on the back-to-back, coming off the hamstring injury. So we can feel pretty good about that. Predicting that anyway. All right, what else is happening? Nothing else. So where's the Pelicans Pacers news? What's going on with that? Is a 3-game week versus a 4-game week that much of an advantage? Well, obviously you just want more games. So that, yes, that is an advantage. Is it that much of an advantage? It's significant. It's 33% more games. That's a big difference, yes? So yeah, it is pretty significant. When I refer to 10 or 12 team ads, what roster size? Standard, 13-man roster. I can't really do much more that isn't standard. What are my thoughts on Poeltl's performance last game? Yeah, he was fine. He was pretty good, actually. If Edwards is out, start McDan. What does that mean? Anyway, don't know what that means. Will Sohan become a top 50 fantasy guy over the next 5 years? I'll say no. The Pelicans, all the Pelicans are in. Yes, they are, Brandon, but the starting lineups are not in. So I'm assuming that McCollum starts for Murphy, but I don't have that confirmed yet. I just want the starting lineups. You can see that they're in because on the screen in front of you, I've got the green ins next to them. So yeah, we're just waiting on the line. I assume this is going to be the lineups. I don't think they're changing anything, but I'd like to know more. Am I worried about a Wemby shutdown? I tend not to worry that much about shutdowns. Again, most of my leagues are set up, or all of my leagues that I set up are set up so that's not a problem. And it's usually something that'll happen last 2 weeks, so in April. Maybe that'll happen. I'm not overly concerned, honestly. I think Wemby will play majority of the year. Vast majority. All right. Yeah, that Suns thing's annoying. What else have we got going on? Come on. Guys, there's 20 minutes to go. Why haven't we got the lineup through yet? Normally we'd get it sent through to us, but it hasn't even come through yet. Again, don't think there's any surprises, but I'd like to know that there's not surprises. I'd like for that to be confirmed. Would I drop Gafford to activate Poeltl? If that was my worst player, then yeah. So hang on. Now they're saying that Nurkic is probable. That guy deleted his tweet. Awesome. So it was right initially. See, I was right to be skeptical. Now I'm doubting about what that means for Beal. But I don't think Beal's playing. Now that obviously has an impact on Bol. Yeah, really frustrating. Okay. Oh, the Suns have got their next two games are both against the Rockets. That's interesting. At home as well. Do I think Kessler plays tomorrow based off his injury status coming up in the last couple of hours? I wouldn't base much on the timing of an injury report like that. Like if you get an injury that drops an hour or two before the game, that's when you guys start to get worried. The other stuff I wouldn't worry about too much. I would say that he is a decent chance to sit though, Kessler. If Gobert is out today, is it Nas, Reed, or Drummond for today? I'll take Drummond. Has PJ played any minutes at the 5? Yeah, he has, but let me go and double check that for you. I'll tell you what percentage of his minutes have come at the 5. He has. And I imagine he'll get some today. So let's have a look at what the minutes have been. I got Kleber. No. You know what? No, he has not. I lied. PJ has not played a minute at the 5. He has not played a minute that did not have Kleber, Gafford, or Lively there. Now, you could debate whether Kleber or Washington is the 5, but no. So he hasn't been the lone guy there. Interesting. I didn't know that. There you go. I was wrong on that one. Is Terrence Mann a good stream for tonight? I think you'd find better ones, Amir. He's okay, but I'd be more like deeper league stuff. Is Amen Thompson top 50 next season? Yeah, that's going to depend on what they do in the off season. But yes, he's got the ability, but it depends a lot on their value. How high am I on Lamar Stevens? Not very high at all. I saw him play for Cleveland last season. I saw him play for Boston. I don't think he's a very, very good player. At the moment, he's a backup. There's going to be moments on this terrible Grizzlies team where he has opportunities, but I'm not like, wow, he's so awesome. I can't wait for big opportunities. There we go. The Pelican starters finally released. Let's see what they did. Yep. All right. So it is that lineup. So Trey Murphy goes to the bench. We'll see what Trey, who played well last game, is able to do coming off the bench, because we know he struggled when everyone is available, which is where we're at now. So Trey he was listed questionable, and now he's playing, but coming off the bench. And the Pacers lineup is the same lineup as well. So we've got all of that confirmed. Okay. Last game of the Alvarado suspension today as well. So we've got those two ones done. The Pacers they're annoying because they keep listing these 3 G League guys as questionable every game, but they never play. Shibwe, Wong, and Brown. But every game they list them questionable. I don't know why they keep doing that. But they're out every single game. Like, just list them out. You know that whether they're gonna play or not, surely. Anyway, I'll go through and adjust that. Not that that matters for basically anybody at all. Man, Kendall Brown, second year on a 2-way, he's done absolutely nothing. He was like a top 15 draft prospect in his freshman year. Then he slid to the second round, and now he's had a leg stress fracture issue, and has just been unable to play. Maybe he's just bad. That's possible too. All right, so that's all sorted. Now we're just waiting on that Timberwolves information. Not sure we'll get it. Hopefully we do. I do love avocado. I think it's fine to have picked up Bol anyway. With Beal out, it does help Bol. Do I think Luka gets suspended via tech accumulation? Yes, I do. This is possible, crew, that Gafford and Lively become stream options today. And if they look, but I can see 27 Lively, 21 Gafford means they're both in play. By the way, the Wolves are listing Edwards and Gobert as active. Does not mean that they'll play, but they are listing them as active. So that's a positive sign. Almost any thoughts on Zubats playing? The late illness is always interesting. Yeah, usually that leads to it not playing, but we'll find out. Is Goodwin really starting? We have no idea. But they don't have another point guard. Who else could they possibly be playing? That's, yeah. They have, the other option for point guard is, like, Derek, would they start Rose, do you think? That's what they could do. But there's no other guards. Because the guys that they would start would be Gilead, who's been waived, Pippen, who is injured, Kennard, who is injured, who is out, injured. Conchar can start a point guard. He's also injured. It's Rose and it's Goodwin. That is all that's available to play point guard today. So, pretty confident that he's going to have some good minutes. Just random Markel Fultz discussions. How long am I going to hold on to Gafford? If I find someone interesting, like I'm first in industry pickup by a long way, if I find someone interesting on the wire, I'll drop him. I've got him there. I'll drop him. I don't really see it happening. 3 games under 20 minutes in a row. I didn't see Struce in real time. No, I was watching another one. Do I get up early to set my own team's Sunday lineups or hope for the best with injuries? Just hope for the best. The news, Sebastian, if you've just tuned in, is that he is listed active. Does not mean that he's going to play, but if you're listed inactive, you're not going to play. So it's a positive sign there. Hang on to a Linux tonight or pick up Powell or Nembhard. I will hang on to a Linux for tonight. Much more of a likelihood of having longer term value. Much more of a likelihood. Where can you see a percentage of the player plays in the position? We have it on Basketball Monster. We track those numbers. I track the lineups, all that stuff. And I don't... You can find numbers on Basketball Reference. They are based on height, and they can be very misleading. So I like to do it based on who actually plays each position. So I've got lineups set that way. There are a couple of teams that get a bit wonky, like when the Pelicans go with like Ingram at point guard or something like that, or Zion sometimes. The Spurs, when they ran Sohan at point guard, that can get a bit wonky at times, but most of the other ones are pretty bang on, and it's not just based on height. Which is interesting. I wonder how Basketball Reference lists those PJ Washington minutes. What position they put him in. Where is it? PJ has insane on-off numbers in Dallas, plus 15.7. Wow, that's crazy. Let's look at position numbers. They've got, they also have him 100% power forward on Basketball Reference. I actually agree with that 100%. Who's the best coach in the NBA? It's either Spoelstra or it's Spoelstra, and then it's Dagnott. Does Basketball Reference assume Ben Simmons plays no point guard? Here's a good test, isn't it? So let's have a look. I know that they assume Josh Giddey. They assume Josh Giddey plays no point guard. I know that much. Let's have a look. I'll look at Giddey next. We'll look at Simmons now. No, they actually have Simmons 61% point guard, 38 shooting guard, 1% small forward. No power forward though. So no center. Interesting. Let's see what they put Giddey at? Josh Giddey, player positions. Josh Giddey, allegedly, according to Basketball References, played 1% of his minutes at point guard in his career. 62% shooting guard this season, 32% small forward, 6% power forward. Last season, Giddey, according to Basketball Reference, played 67% power forward and 15% center. That's whack. So they've made a manual adjustment on Simmons, but not on Giddey. Do I think Randall or OG is coming back in the next 3 weeks? Well, they said 2 to 3 weeks for OG, and they were very much unclear on Randall. I would say probably not. They were very unclear. Do I think Paul George's knee injury is serious? No, I do not. But I think there'll be a couple of games off. Do I think Zubats could play less minutes? Would you play Zubats if he plays, or if he's being sick, make him play less minutes? I think it might reduce his minutes, but it would depend on what my other options are. I am not dropping Paul Reed. If I'm in a points league, I'm okay dropping Paul Reed. I'm not dropping Paul Reed in a category league. It's good when a trap. It's there's always trap potentially in these sort of bad players. Here we go. Gobert is playing. Edwards is playing. All right, so those active statuses were correct. They're all in the starting lineup. All good to go. Same starters as usual. So I'm just going to pump that out on Basketball Monster. No shock with Gobert here either. Remember I talked about this the other day, saying how they always like to give him this questionable tag when he sits back-to-backs. And Towns is back starting. Obviously, Towns was out the last game and Anderson started in his place. So we're back to usual starters there. Now we need to get Memphis's starters. That would be great if we could get information on that. I suspect LeBron is playing, yes. In ESPN points, would you rather have Kispert or GG for next week? No, I knew that one about Fultz. I knew it was a joke. I'd rather have... I don't know the games played off the top of my head. I would rather have GG. I would say it's more Charlotte being terrible, but Doc Rivers has improved the Bucks defense unbelievably, and I can shit on Doc a lot, and I do. Cavs starters, same as usual, by the way. I shit on Doc a lot, but he's improved their defense remarkably. It's been awesome. So it's part of it, but a lot of it is just Charlotte being terrible. So now we're waiting on the Bulls to see whether Drummond starts and the Grizzlies to see whether they start Rose or Goodwin. Or if Goodwin even plays. We don't even know. We don't know that part yet. I'm just going to double check to see if we've got any more info. Trey Jemison is out. We know that. Jemison is inactive, but Goodwin is listed active. So I'm just going to tweet this out. Trey Jemison active, Goodwin. So Jemison inactive, Goodwin active. Let me just go back and double check that. Dante Exum will play 10 to 12 minutes tonight, apparently. All right, let's get the Goodwin one done. So there you go. Don't know if he's going to start, but he is available to play at this point, Jordan Goodwin. There you go. Exum, Exum 10 to 12 minutes. Let me go and have a look on our projections there. So whose role does Dante Exum take in this rotation? Okay, I'm going to change some of our projected minutes here with Kleber out. So I don't think Dwight Powell's going to play at all. All right, just waiting to see more info come through. No, nothing else. As I'm just trying to make some adjustments on this Maverick side of things. All right, so we're waiting on the Bulls. And I think Drummond will start, and then we're waiting on the Grizzlies. So it's two pretty big ones, actually. I've got Goodwin in one league. Do I start him? What do you think? Games Cup League. I'm going to take the plunge. I'm going to start Jordan Goodwin today. It's in Locked On Fantasy Basketball Bowl, and I'm going to make the playoffs anyway. So let's do it. I'll take the plunge. This is the time to use him. Josh Green maybe loses minutes to Exum. Yeah, I don't think that'll happen. Where did I find what? Mod Todd? That Matt says the Bucks play the Hornets tomorrow. Could be another blower. It could be, but when teams back-to-back each other like that, it's very unlikely that the same sort of result occurs. I'm not saying that the Hornets will win, but often those teams back-to-backing each other, they split it. But I would be shocked if it's 40-point difference. Thoughts? I sometimes have them, yeah. Not always, though. Reed or Giddy? Reed. Josh Green or Trey Murphy? Trey. Well, hang on. You're punting points in 3, so what's the point of Trey then? So no Trey. Josh Green. Because Green can get you some steals as well. But even then, I think you could probably find better guys if you're punting points in 3s. Because I'm not sure what either of them does. It's not that. All right, we've got 3 minutes to go. Let's hope we get some of this Bulls info. There's no guarantee that we will. They're supposed to send the lineup through 30 minutes before the game starts. Is Anthony Edwards going to be out for 2 weeks? No, Anthony Edwards is going to be out for nothing. He's playing today. That's one of the more random comments I've ever got. Reed or Bagley? That one's tight, Lachlan. It's possibly Bagley. It's close. I don't mind going with Bagley there, though. He seems a little bit more consistent. Just drop everyone, Kevin. Like, how could I know if you're dropping Paul Reed as to who you're adding or what your league format is? No one has any idea. But my general rule is no. Is Poku good? No. It's just not used. Is he bad? Yes. I remember him top 60 in points leagues when playing 25 minutes. Yeah, but that was on a team that was terrible, catering a lot to him. He's not that good. Do not get excited about Poku. There might be a couple of games that he has a few interesting ones, but don't get excited about him. If this is a team that is good, the Thunder, so if they thought he was good, he would get minutes. But they don't, so he doesn't. Just to protect my voice. All right. Can we get... Come on, Bulls, give us this info. All right, come on, guys. Let's go back to questions. Should you trade Luka for Shea? I would 100% do that. I've got Zubats in Locked On Fantasy Basketball. If he's active, would you start him? You've got other options later in the week. No, I don't think I would. With the illness, you never know how it's going to impact him. So if you've got other options, then no. Drop Ayton for... There's absolutely no way to drop Ayton just yet. Like, get some... All they've said is day to day. That would be... You must have somebody worse. So you should be getting Bagley, but there's no way that you drop Ayton at this point. Just drop Mike Conley for Trey Mann. Look, Conley should be rostered probably, but his upside is very, very low. So that is totally okay. Look, I think the Bucks will win, Matt, but just when they play back-to-back on like that, it's just the general rule is it doesn't... The results don't repeat. You don't see what on the IR? Oh, okay. Very curious, these G League guys. Where do I see it? We get the information through the NBA. Let me assure you, this is what the NBA has told us. So if anything changes, we'll let you know. Who's the better Grizzly ad tonight? Probably Jaren Jackson. Yeah, I'd add Jaren Jackson if I can. This is why when you're on these pregame shows, or if you're a member of Basketball Monster 3 Hour News, we get the news basically before anyone. Now Bradley Beal's officially questionable. So what is going on? Why are they... Oh, my God. So, okay, so that bloke that said doubtful... Sick. And there's a guy that usually has really good info too. It's so annoying. All right, I feel good that Beal's going to sit one of the weekend back-to-back, though. I feel good about that. Hang on. They've listed Beal as... Yeah, hamstring. Okay, why is it coming up wrong? We are going to get out of here in a sec. I'm just waiting on a mate. Just the Suns have put together some weird stuff here. I'll get out. Actually, we'll get out of here right now because I've got to go do other stuff. I was just hoping to hang around to get some info from the Bulls or from the Grizzlies, but that has not come through. So I will head out. I'll see you blokes soon. Thanks for being a part of the show. Hit thumbs up on the way out if you can, and I'm going to go and do some other work. Again, quick check. Anything coming? Stay tuned. Might be a post-credit scene if information drops. I will see you guys later.